Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kevin back with another reaction video. I'm probably going to do one or two more of these today and release them today. I'll probably work on some more this evening and try to time them for a release sometime tomorrow to kind of space these out a little bit. There's nothing worse than having 6 or 7 videos in one day and then having like a week of drought. So I'll try to prolong them a little bit. That being said, the song Way Off by Tom MacDonald has been recommended by a couple of you guys. I just sampled it. Does sound like it's probably going to be okay here for you guys to listen to. I mean, this one was released on May 1st of I think it said 2016, so 5 years and a couple of days. We're May 5th today. So I saw that in the couple seconds that I saw, it was pretty cool. There was the editing of the video is really neat. There's some like drawings over the people and everything like that. So that was kind of cool. And I did see a hat similar to the one Brandon Hart wears. So maybe he's in this one. I'm not sure. But let's give the song a shot. The song is called Way Off. A few of you guys have recommended it to me. I think the one whose name I took down was Sheena. So thank you for the recommendation, Sheena, but you were not the only one. We did have quite a few others. So sorry about that, guys, if I didn't write your name. So let's get to it. We got this one, Way Off by Tom MacDonald.
Streets and tricks.
I ain't into making friends. The time that I spend by myself gon' pay off.
All right, so we're already stopping it. Tom, you silly man, you. Really cool, eye-catching visuals here. I loved how he said about all that time he's spending by himself is finally paying off. Kind of feel like where I'm at in my life too, that's a line that I could super relate to. I know it's nothing crazy. It's not like the greatest lyric that Tom has ever had, but Tom has a real way with his words, and he has the ability to really touch you with those words and make you relate, and this is no exception. So really good song choice by him, lyric-wise anyways, and I really think that was creative because I'm realizing too, and all this time I'm spending by myself doing these sort of videos, it's really paying off for me in terms of keeping my mind preoccupied and letting me appreciate the better things in life, such as interacting with you guys instead of using drugs and alcohol and all that kind of stuff, right? So let's go back to it. We're going to continue. I've dropped it back a bit.
I ain't into making friends. The time that I spend by myself gon' pay off. I hope you don't take offense if you're mad about a thing. Y'all should fuck way off. 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 Yeah. They been fucking with each other, they ain't playing with me. Boys that wish that they were brothers ain't related to me. I'm the motherfucking man, they all babies to me. I've been faded in some places you need paper to be. I just kick them out of section like go, go, go. I ain't even stressing like yo, yo, yo. They tryna cause a problem like whoa, whoa, whoa. Had the homie come and solve it on the low, low, low. I mean really they been tripping, that ain't nothing to me. How they day one snitching, man, it's something to see. I go back a generation up the family tree, cut it off at the roots, watch them fall like leaves.
All right, talking about the family tree, cutting them off at the roots. Man, a lot to pick up on from what Tom has already brought forth in this first 1 minute and 6 seconds in a 5-minute song, which is actually pretty lengthy. Lots of good stuff here. Again, the visuals are really cool. The little silhouettes, the drawing over the characters, really neat. This is one of those ones where I think that Tom hadn't found his sobriety at this point in his life. There's a little more anger to his music. Back some of the songs that I've been discovering back when he was early in his career tend to have a little more anger to it, whereas now I think there is some anger to some of Tom's newer music, but his lyrics kind of push forward that anger in a different way, and it's just more of a I don't know how to really say it. He expresses what's on his mind, and he lets you figure it out on your own. Let's just say that he's not spelling it out for you. Whereas early in here, he's talking about a lot more things that are really spelled out for you, right? I mean, not in this song, but he's talking about his oxy addiction back in the day. He's talking about being in love with his his stripper girlfriend, I think he said, he had drinking problems, all that kind of stuff. So he's spelling it out for you, and now he's spelling it out for us in a different way and being a little more creative with those elements and letting us have a deeper, thought-provoking session when listening to his music. Sorry for that rant, guys. I don't know where I was going with that.
Generation up the family tree. Cut it off at the roots, watch them fall like leaves. I just watched a couple strippers take their clothes off. Then they over at my table like I know y'all. I'm like, I ain't even doubted, I've been so wrong. Here's my number, I'll ignore it if you hoes call. Yeah. I've been scheming by myself. 'Cause I don't need no help. Chilling all alone. I've been living in my zone.
So that tone that Tom has there, I always thought it was like a synthesizer or something like that, but I almost have a feeling he can do that on his own. Maybe his voice just kind of carries like that, but very good stuff here. I liked the lyrics about him having strippers come up to me and say hello to him and introduce themselves, and how he wasn't sure if he actually had met them before or not, because that's kind of where he was in his life in terms of his addictions, in terms of his priorities, in terms of just everything, right? So again, this is probably one of those songs that people that are battling addiction may struggle with a little bit more, but I love to see Tom where we can really appreciate where Tom is now in his life even more when we hear songs like this. And again, the talent was there. I've heard him reference about wanting to die before 30 or kill himself by 30 if he didn't make it. And we would have been robbed of something. Seriously, we all would have. Hangover Gang, all of us would have been robbed of the companionship we have with one another and this guy we have here. As he said in My Fans, he's not our leader, he's part of our team, but we admire this man, even back here 6 years ago when he was at a different place in his life.
I've been living in my zone. I ain't into making friends. All the time that I spend by myself gon' pay off. I hope you don't take offense if you mad about a thing. Y'all should fuck way off.
Guys, is that Brandon? That's the guy I thought was maybe Brandon. Let me know in the comments section. I'm not entirely sure. It's tough to see him here. He's slimmed down. If this is Brandon, he's skinnier here. Actually, you know what? Brandon has lost some weight in the last couple months too. If you look at some of his videos from a year or so ago, he was a little bigger then than he is now. So good job for you, buddy.
I hope you don't take offense if you mad about a thing. Y'all should fuck way off. I'm not trying to make amends. If you're trying to be a man, understand and lay off. When I'm laying down my head, I got money on my mind. Y'all gon' stay off. Way off. Way off with the drama, boy. Way off. I'm that motherfucker. You were just a mama's boy. Way off. Way off with the drama, boy. Way off. I'm that motherfucker. You were just a mama's boy. Me, myself, and I don't fuck with the team. If you feel like you can, and it's not what it seems. I run up in your crib while your family is asleep, and you'll die in real life. You alive in a dream, though. I'm the bro. If they talking shit, I let them die slow. I ain't tired, but you know I'm on a roll. I'm a diamond, then I made it out of cold. I'm in Compton, and a homie got a vest on. If you living on a prayer, he gon' bless y'all. Put a cross on your chest, and he press y'all. Leave you all over the table like a mess hall. Bunch of people in the north trying to fuck up my night. I ain't going back and forth, cause I know that I'm right. I've been out in California, and I'm living my life. For real, I tried to warn you, but I guess it's alright. I've been scheming by myself, 'cause I don't need no help. I've been chilling all alone. I've been living in my zone. Every finger got a ring, no. I'm just trying to do my thing, bro. Smoking weed in the range, bro. Making fun of these lame hoes.
Smoking weed in a Range Rover, making fun of these HOs. Man, this is a side of Tom that we don't see as much anymore. So it is kind of nice to at least bring us back to appreciating Tom even more for who he is these days than what he was. Um, Again, I like the visuals here. Lots of triangles, lots of Illuminati symbolism, that kind of stuff, upside down crosses and whatnot. And it's just interesting again to see Tom back all this way. I really like the tone of the song, "Way Off." It's basically telling people to f right off, and way off in fact. So it's pretty good. I like the lyrics to this song too. I haven't really deciphered too much that really made me want to stop and discuss it, but definitely some good stuff here from Tom back 6 years ago.
Try to take the king's throne. Yo, we are not the same, bro. I'm not in it for the fame. I ain't into making friends. All the time that I spend by myself gon' pay off. I hope you don't take offense if you mad about a thing. Y'all should fuck way off. I'm not trying to make amends. If you're trying to be a man, understand and lay off. When I'm laying down my head, I got money on my mind. Y'all gon' stay off. Way off. Way off with the drama, boy. Way off. I'm that motherfucker. You were just a mama's boy. Way off. Way off with the drama, boy. Way off. I'm that motherfucker. You were just a mama's boy.
I believe that's it. Brandon Mario Billhet? I'm not sure. Good song, guys. Definitely not in my top songs from Tom MacDonald, but definitely a song that I enjoy. I do tend to like a lot his more recent stuff, to be completely honest with you. So this song from 5 or 6 years ago, definitely good. Definitely a great beat. I really liked the beat. And sticking with the theme that is Tom MacDonald, his videos are always fantastic, and this one's no exception. Again, very basic. There's nothing super complicated or elaborate about it. We're not going to have artists studying a video such as this, but it was very creative, and I liked the concept of it. I liked some of the visuals to it, and definitely a good song. Again, I don't not like this song. I actually really do like this song. However, it's definitely in the lower tier of the Tom MacDonald favorites from me. And again, I think it's just the content that he raps about and things like that in this song that I can't relate to as easily right now in my life. And to some degree, they're kind of like a trigger to my memory of kind of what I used to be. So again, I've talked about people having the right to turn their head and just say no to something, and just, you know what, when you don't like something, we don't have to like everything, and we can just speak our mind and say that we don't like something. But sometimes we just got to turn our head and say, you know what, that's not my favorite song. And either way, I do like this song. I will listen to it again. Not my favorite in terms of Tom MacDonald's, but that's really a difficult question because he's got so many friggin' awesome songs that even a song like this one that's not my favorite is still far and above what a lot of other artists are producing, and still speaks to me on a different level, more so than a lot of singers that I seem to not be able to relate to. So great work from Tom on this one. Great concept, great lyrics, and all that fun stuff. And great to see where he's at from here, because this was just over, I said 6 years ago. It was released in 2016, so it's actually 5 years ago. So I hope you guys liked this one. I know a few of you guys have requested it. Sorry I didn't pause it so frequently. Sorry I didn't discuss too much. It's just I was kind of really interested in the video itself, and I got kind of preoccupied. And again, the lyrics were good, but there was nothing kind of crazy that really needed to be deciphered, in my opinion. So hope you guys liked this video. I mean, I'm going to be doing some more Tom MacDonald, and we're still making our way through some requests, and we still got a lot of time to go. And, so I think every time we do one of these days where I put out a decent amount of content, you're going to have 2 or 3 Tom MacDonald songs so that we can do that and keep you guys happy, because the Hangover Gang means something for me. Also, in terms of the Hangover Gang, I thought that was pretty cool because, I mean, I wasn't sure if Hangover Gang was just something he formed when he became sober or not, but obviously in this video, there were a couple times where I saw the Hangover Gang edited or written over somebody's face or something like that. So it seems like the Hangover Gang was something that existed prior to Tom becoming sober, which I guess I just didn't piece together. I feel like the Hangover Gang makes a lot more sense now when we're a gang of people, and again, we're pretty inclusive, right? I mean, there's some people that are drinking. You don't have to be a recovering addict to be a member of the Hangover Gang. So I guess it doesn't just appeal to those people. But I always thought, oh, Hangover Gang, what a creative concept, because a lot of people have just given up drugs, given up drinking, and we're in that perpetual state of like just being hungover and never going to be able to get back to partying, right? So again, that was just my thought process when hearing about the Hangover Gang. I'm a member no matter what, and I really appreciate you guys checking this video out. So hopefully you guys liked this one. I hope you guys liked a couple of the other ones I released today. Give some of the other artists that you guys don't normally check out that are on this page maybe a sample and see if it's for you. We got a lot of people that really enjoy Tom MacDonald, and it seems like sometimes when I make other releases, they can either be no views at all, or they could just skyrocket in views, like a song like Graduation by Juice WRLD. So really interesting. Great content here from Tom. Nice to see him from 5 years ago. And I'm going to let you guys enjoy what's left of your day. And I'm going to do the same with me. I will hopefully do 1 or 2 of these today and probably release them tomorrow. I don't know what my afternoon's going to look like. I know that I do have to pick up my son in 2 hours, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with him tonight, and we're just going to chill. So I should be back later on this evening. If not, check back in the next couple days, and you'll see some more content on there. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I hope your evening is just as good. Take care, guys.